Okay, let's get started here. Let me bring it back up on the screen. It's setting up right now. Um, Now it's going to be playing the audio, so let me make sure I have it on mute. All right, so here we go. So we're going to start with the poo attack, and the way that I was doing it before, we'll do instead of a whole note, we're actually going to do 3 quarter notes and then a quarter note rest, and we're just going to say. I'm going to start the articulation with our lips closed, and we're going to open it to the right place. And the only thing, if we're going to think about anything, is just keeping everything still here. So here we go. 2, ready. Nice. And it's just however your buzz wants to sound. For some reason, I still like to think a good buzz doesn't have a defined pitch as much. You just flap it for right now, but it it should sound good when you put everything together on your horn. Here we go. Next group on the F, right? And ah, and we'll keep on going here in a second. Just shake it out a little bit. And remember, we're trying to just start it with a poo and just make it sound good. Yes, you can make all of your poo jokes here. It's perfectly okay. Just now, never perform using the poo to articulation. This is just a lip um, muscle memory exercise, just trying to get things working without thinking too hard. All right, let's keep on going. 2, ready, and I'm gonna take a little pause here. I'm noticing as I get lower, my corners aren't quite as firm, so I'm gonna make sure my corners are doing the same thing on all the ranges here. So just just there, cheeks up against the teeth, but not thinking too much about that. Just keeping up still. That's better. Did I do an extra one? Oh well, bonus points. All right, Dave, your turn.
All right, nice work on that.
Do we want to do the same exercise as written or just move on to the next thing?
You know what? Let's scroll down and see. Because I kind of like that when we're doing several articulations against that. Trying to think how we can incorporate that into our warm up.
Well, why don't we just do this the same as all of our other exercises where we can just, poo attack this lip slur and then play the lip slur right afterwards and then just use that as a system.
All right, sounds good. Let's do it.
Or
Um,
let's try it.
let's try it. There is no try, only do. Okay, here we go.
I think you owe Disney money right now.
All right, here we go, everyone. One, first time, poo attack. Two, turning. Uh.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thumbs up.
So are we so you're starting with your lips closed and actually going to start, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, the idea is to open it up
That
to the
was
right
fun.
spot so your muscles know where that spot is better. That's the
All
theory
right.
behind it.
Yeah.
Or
Because
if
there's
you
also
do it,
tongueless attacks.
Yeah,
I well,
yeah.
I we've been doing a lot of the air attacks where you blow the air first
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
wait for the notes to come in. So it's kind of the same thing from the other direction,
yeah.
descending into the note or opening into the note. And it might be a prescription depending on what your problem is. Which one would be the best one to do, or we can do them both.
Yeah.
So, your pick. How do you want to do this one?
Oh no, we're gonna poo attack. We like it.
All right. I like the poo. It's actually sounding really good for me.
Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna do this as written, but we're gonna start off with the poo first time, slur the second time. Okay. Okay. I'm having some tuning problems there. Anyway, I'm experiencing this
Yeah,
thing
that
that's
was good.
probably pretty common where I like my breath isn't, I'm not able to take a deep breath as well this right now, you know, and sometimes you don't realize you're doing that until you start really playing and you're like, oh, I'm not really breathing.
Once you're
Because it
halfway
feels,
into a phrase,
yeah,
yeah.
it feels full, but I'm like, oh, I guess I was just tightened up, you know.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot. Well, let's do, instead of a breathing exercise, let's just do a real simple stretch, just because I'm feeling it too. Mainly if you've been sitting for too long, you get these cramped up breathing muscles. So I want everybody to take their chin and move their chin into their Adam's apple. Since you can look into your camera, you can tell if you're moving your head down or your head up. Just kind of move it back when you're taking a deep breath. So breathing in and then out. And you'll feel it stretching some weird muscles inside of your body. So let's do that again. Remember, we're just stretch breathing. We're not actually, it's not a breathing exercise. We're just going. And if you do it right, you should get a crack. Now let's do the same thing. We're going to breathe in. We're going to move into that position. But now when we breathe in, we're just going to put our ear to our shoulder. So breathing in. And out. And if you do it right, you'll feel a muscle pulling in your eye, your ocular nerve. Anybody feeling that? So the secret with this is the chin has to go in and your chest has to come up. So you're doing this and then you're moving to the side. So one more time, breathing in. A nice smooth motion so you don't pull a muscle. Let's go to your right side. So again, chin in, chest up. Oh, that's much looser. Now let's go back to the left side, and this time take your arm and reach down behind you, and you're gonna like reach behind you like there's a fridge behind you, and you're gonna grab a Coca-Cola inside of your cooler that's down by the ground. You can't really show it. So reaching down at a 45-degree angle, and then just reaching my wrist backwards like this. Really, you could stretch any direction, but remember, so chin in first, chest up, and breathe. And back. Chin in. And back. Oh, yeah, that feels really good. Okay, now let's go and do some playing. Steve, are you frozen? No, you're not. You weren't even stretching. Oh, okay.
I was stretching. I was just testing out some notes to see what happened. It felt a lot
calling
better.
You out. I was calling you out. All right, so it's my turn. You know what? Let's do the poo attack on this one, and let's call it the poo-poo attack, because we're just going to do a bunch of them in a row. And couple things, super important things. Don't move your embouchure and play as soft as you can when you're doing the poo attacks. Why? Because you obviously can make it happen loud. Let's just practice doing these really soft. And I'm going to do really, really, really soft here, right? And How did that feel? Kind of weird, right? And anybody who's listening in, we're doing the first measure with a poo 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 attack without moving our embouchure. Doing those two things soft, that's pretty hard. So let's do it coming back and try to keep this even firmer right now, as firm as we possibly can. So the poo is only inside the mouthpiece. Ready? And go. All right. A little different. I'll see if that makes things better later down the road or what that does. Something's happening. All right, Dave, your turn.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna play this next. This is a lip bend for those of you joining us online. So this circle note's gonna be a lip bend. Let's try this one with 2 measures at a time. I'm just gonna play it through, but I'm gonna breathe every 2, and I'm gonna do a poo attack to attack each 2 bars. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. My lips are tingling a little bit after that, and I think that was pretty good.
Lip tingle? Oh, man.
Are you getting the lip tingle?
All right. No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I can play for days. All right, Steve, how do you want to incorporate stuff into this one?
Well, we're gonna try the poo tongue. I like that, so we're gonna do it again.
Well, how about we do it like double time when we go to play it or something?
Okay, so like.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
Okay. Okay. That was fun. So yeah, you want me to
That
do the
worked.
next one, or
That
you
worked
want
really well. I was
to?
thinking I wanted to do the next one, but you know what? If you want to do it, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say. By the way, we talked about don't do this in performance. I guarantee you, there are bass trombonists who use this in performance.
And
Because
that's why it sounds
sometimes
like that
those bigger
sound.
notes don't speak. So I'm sure sometimes they go just to make it happen. I guarantee it. You have to. Okay. My putong's better than my slur today.
Weird. All right. So we got our pedals. Pedals are going to be perfect for the putong. The big thing is I want us to really focus on keeping these firm. And if you can look into your camera while you're doing it, just to as a double check, like blow up yourself. I don't know if you can do that while looking at the music, whatever. But make sure those corners are nice and frozen. There we go. And don't move. So I'm going to actually stick out my chin a little bit for the pedals to get it to work, but don't move the mouthpiece on your face. Then play normal. Now poo. Normal. Poo. Wow, that's really hard. Normal. Normal. Sorry, poo. Normal. Woo! G flat. Poo. There it is. One more time, poo. Normal. And poo. I'm gonna gliss down. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna just play it normal. Wow. I know exactly what I'm gonna practice, and I didn't stop because I wanted to show you no fear. Dave, how did you do on that?
Man, I got lightheaded, but yeah, the more I noticed my tone was very flappy and very like a very open buzz kind of sound on those pedals. Normally, I get a compact pedal, but on me to make it start is the hardest thing. That's the thing you want to start from that close from not tonguing. It's very hard to get them to vibrate to that frequency right away, especially when I was getting down to third and fourth and lower. So, but the more you think,
Nice,
it'll
Steve.
it'll do it. It'll do it.
Woo! All
Yeah, I
right.
got a little
Well,
lightheaded. It was good.
whoa. Let's move back up. Here we go. So, Dave, your turn
Oh
now.
man. Okay. So, hey, we're gonna air poo this first. Kind of bubble singing, but do the singing with the and try to get it really flapping and get that air really going through the buzz the whole way. And then we're going to try to play this and try to initiate with a poo attack if you can with no tongue. Okay, so let's try singing it first. Two, ready, and. All right.
Oh, man, that was so much better. But my mic was off. All right. Steve, your turn.
Well, practice is for warm up is for you, not for an audience. So
That's absolutely the case.
okay. Let's see. So more pedals. I like those. Okay, here we go. So I guess we're gonna do, you know, the poo the first time, slur the second time. See how it goes. Ooh, that seventh position is always rough.
Sounding good. Good pedals.
Yeah, Steve, you got really good pedals, especially on the poo attack.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've always had trouble with my pedals on a tenor trombone when we're getting down to that low range, but that
Yeah.
means you got to practice them, or it means I got to practice more trombone. As I think once I
Yeah.
get that, I got my high notes figured out. Whoop, wrong page. Let's go back to this page and screen down. Okay, so going back to the poo attack. How do I want to do this?
We can do some normal if you want. Because this one, I don't know. I guess you could bend on a poo attack, but I think that's
Yeah, but
not the
the lip.
purpose of this exercise, really.
Yeah, the purpose of this one. So I wonder. Um. So if we try to do just a bubble sing, but if we do a bubble with our corners firm. There it is. I found it. We're not loosening up here, but we still got the. We can try to bring it nice and firm up here. So let's try to do that and just bubble sing. And definitely bubble sing as glissy as possible, as glissando as humanly possible. Now play. Nice. If you didn't pick up on that, I was telling myself nice. It's amazing how high the tongue can be on all of these. feel like I'm Beaker from what's it called? Sesame Street. Or the Muppets. Did you hear that the Muppets sold, or the PBS sold the Muppets to HBO? Sesame Street to HBO? I think I lost where we are. We're on E natural or F sharp. Ready? And E sharp. What note is that? E natural.
Yeah, we were on
E
7.
natural.
Yep.
Here we go. I changed my lip tension that time, and that's why it wasn't clear the whole time. All right. We can make it better next time. All right. I'm feeling much better about that. How are you, Dave?
Good. That was good. All right. Let's continue this. Let's continue this a little bit.
Or we could just poo attack the first 3 notes.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
you want to
let's
do.
try that. Just to change it up, just so we don't get bored. That's a good idea. So, poo, poo, poo. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I tried to poo the lip bend on the second note and it worked, but yeah, I was running out of air. But just if you do, take a breath, and you can actually repeat that note again, but I didn't want to break it up for everyone playing along. But yeah, that was really good. Did you actually go to the real position for the second note? I just bent it and did the poo.
That's a good point. I didn't try that. I was just trying to make sure I got everything, Wow.
I
Maybe I
tried
should
that.
try that next time.
It was really relaxing. It was good.
Well, the real point, and I do want to get back to this. The entire reason we do lip bends isn't just to be able to bend the note. It's to actually work on getting a good tone during that gliss. We're trying to get rid of all the hitches and the catches we're getting in our tone. That's what we're trying to do in those. So I don't really want to with the bend. I don't know. I don't like thinking about it that way because I just want it to be nice and gravy, smooth, gravy. What is that? I don't know why I said gravy. I don't know, but it works. Nice, like you're pouring gravy on your mashed potatoes. All right, Steve, I'm done talking. Your turn.
Can I actually demo something real quick? I just thought of
Sure.
an actual technique thing that
Yeah,
uses
yeah,
this
yeah.
futon. I'm going to put in a trumpet mute here. get out my plunger here. So like, there's a trombonist named Tricky Sam Nanton who was with the Ellington Orchestra from the very beginning until the 40s, and he was known for doing vocal type sounds. And a couple of them are the sounds he makes are ba and ya. And the ba is made by like articulating with the lips, and the ya sound is made by articulating in the back, and also a ya sound that combines them. Here, let's see. Yeah, like that.
Oh, cool. Oh, that sounds good.
So
What-
it not
what
only
kind of
has a
trumpet?
pedagogical practice, it actually is a legitimate performance technique
Well,
to
he's one of the
master.
weirdest players ever to live. So I don't know if it's legitimate. I don't know. He might have been insulted by being called legitimate.
Hey, Steve,
You know
what kind of trumpet mute is that you're using for that? What kind
Oh,
of
this
trumpet?
is just a
Stone line?
Humensenberg stone line
Oh,
mute.
okay.
Yeah, he
Nice.
sells something called a short mute that's supposed to make the
Yeah, I've
intonation
seen those.
better, but it doesn't matter because everything you're doing so many weird sounds and stuff when you use the mute that it's gonna throw it out of tune anyway. So I'm just like, use your ear.
Your tuner's right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
use your ear, man.
Speaking of that, Wycliffe Gordon, I used to do I did a week-long camp with him, and granted I haven't talked to him for 10 years, but he would get really upset at using the term legit because it's kind of like, how is jazz not legit? I mean, you think about what that really means, and it's kind of really offensive.
Yeah, well, I mean, to suggest that there's
do we not
something
have an
more-
audience?
Yeah, there's something that there's more practice, like there's a trombonist more practiced and dedicated than Wycliffe Gordon would be ridiculous.
I know, right? You know.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that man works hard.
So these, I'd say these extended techniques, if they sound really good, I mean, they're just as legitimate, and that's a good enough reason to practice them. So
yeah,
and plus,
of course, and people write for them if you can do
your
them.
Horn. Well, and the more you can control your horn, the better of a trombone player you're going to be. All right, I'm done talking. Steve, what do you want to do on these Schlossbergs?
Oh, I need to get that up on my physical music here because that screen is so small. Okay. Sorry, just a second. I should have been getting them out. Some of these exercises are hard to find. I don't know why. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Oh, it's because I accidentally look at the trumpet line and I'm looking for the one that matches that. Okay. Okay. So these are just the ones where we're changing the dynamics on one note. I don't see any reason we can't do that using the poo sound. We're going to try it. That's going to involve, well, that would involve articulating quite loudly using it. So I don't know if that's a great idea. We'll see.
Let's try it. We'll see what happens.
We'll
because
learn.
We're going to do a quiet next.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's try the first one starting on the concert F there. That works fine. Poo-poo. Let's try it quiet now.
I think the hard part about it is to make sure that that slur is unbroken. And I think that's a good way to practice that.
Okay, let's see. Let's try the getting louder one now. gonna keep doing the same thing. I like it.
Yeah, that I think is working really well. Could you slow it down just a little bit for me so I can? Yeah, I'm working on trying to get a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit louder so I can do it. This for my sake. I'm sorry.
that's fine. A little bit slower there. There we go. Last one. Oh, I speeded up on that one. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You know, it's really weird. I think the poo attacks actually make these sloshbergs work way better.
Yeah,
do
I like.
too. Hey,
Yeah, it
one
almost
thing I
makes me want to.
noticed.
Yep.
I totally agree, Richard. One thing I noticed, I was trying to see if I could, just for fun, like wind pattern one of these first with the poo attack. Guess what? The sound comes out, no matter what. You can't. It's very, very hard to wind pattern this on the poo attack, and it's super soft if you do it on the piano ones. And start on like 43 here. Try to try that out. Come
Just
in
try to air
soft
attack it.
and do air attack with the poo attack, and it'll come out. It won't be air. Is that weird?
Well, I mean, that's literally what the entire point of a good air attack is, is to
Exactly.
be doing the
Exactly.
same thing. Yeah, I like
Exactly.
it.
But that's the secret right there. To
You
do
know
that,
what?
you got it.
I want to do a Belk lip slur before we go. We only have
Sounds
time
good.
for one. And because I want to do the poo attack all the way through the first time and then play we might just do these two exercises, but let's try this. Two, ready, and whoa. Next one. That made me sound like a real trombone player. Now let's finish it out. Why not? Ready? And all right. Hope that was good for everybody. And it is 12 o'clock. So,
That was really fun.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
awesome.
yeah. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock Eastern. whenever you are around.